I would like to present today the latest links that we have published. So we have a series of blogs, of videos, of books, and information we found from other sources. Let's start with the latest blogs. The first one will be the Machu Picchu water management. The ancient city of Machu Picchu uses water as source of natural springs that are located on the north slope of the main mountain of Machu Picchu. Let's share. I have here the map of Machu Picchu. How did they do the canals cross section? They have 16 places. So the canals brings water to 16 fountains. And the fountains look something like this. Now, there is a principle. The more intricate is the pathway of the water receives more oxygen and it's healthier, and it does benefit the humans and plant life and animal alike. These are my pictures that I took when I was at Machu Picchu. 16 fountains provide domestic water to Machu Picchu. They also provide aesthetic enhancement. We have a cross-section of the water management. With the canals that water travels from one terrace to another. And there are holes, so the water does not overflow. These are the holes in the walls. So this was the first blog. The second one is, let's share the next the concept of energizing water. Energized water refers to water that has been charged with energy to increase its vibrational frequency and improve its quality and health benefits in various ways. What is energizing water? Is water that has higher vibration and has been energized internally, such as mountain spring water, water loaded with stones, and charged with chi. We have a blog related to this subject. Okay. With more details about how to energize water, what is spiritual water, water loaded with meditation and prayer, Himalaya we can energize it using Himalaya salt. Vortex Energizers is a spiraling copper device. It contains water which has been prepared in an implosion machine. The next point is terraforming. Let's see what. Terraforming, permaculture, swales, and examples of China straightening the rivers. So our understanding is the more curves, the more path is taking the water to get from one point to another, the better it is for the water and for the environment. In China, they try to change the water pathways of the rivers by making them deeper and with straight in straight lines. So what happened? The wildlife, the plant, the river life was decreasing, and actually the entire area decreased in, had a decrease in water and plant and wildlife. A correct water management of the rivers was done 2,000 years ago in China. It's still on today, and the environment actually is benefiting if the waterways are correctly designed. That means this is a form of terraforming, intelligent design terraforming. We have another blog regarding Chernobyl, what happened. To Chernobyl. On October 2002, the Russian newspaper Pravda reported that if there were not for an UFO, the dire events of Chernobyl nuclear power plant could have been worse. Eyewitness on scene say that the UFO hovering over the exploded reactor in April 25, 1986. The explosion happened at 1:23 a.m. and radiation products were emitted in atmosphere. So this blog is as a result of one of the books that I read, and explains how after the Chernobyl explosion for 6 hours, an UFO was hovering over Chernobyl power plant, and after 6 hours, the radiation was decreasing 4 times. If it wasn't for that UFO, the radiation will have destroyed most of the Europe and will have been influencing the entire world. So apparently there are also positive events connected with unidentified flying objects. Most of them are have a technology that makes them hiding under the clouds. So they have they are not seen by the majority of people. And I have more details in this blog article. I will leave all the links in the description. Our next subject is as a result of another book that I read, and let's see, I think we are on the right page. Mind control protection. So if you suspect a mind control attack in progress that can last from 2 to 5 days, you can do the following things. Get away from the area where you are having the problems. Try to mingle with a large crowd of people to wash out the brainwave trace signal. Get a magnetic map and go to low intensity area of field strength. The best way, use a mentally constructed shield of protecting light around your body. The electromagnetic frequency and nerve impulses of your brain will respond to these thoughts in a material sense. Imagine that these armors around your body, a white light around your body, possess a reflective surface so that anything that is coming your way bounces off. Now, redirect the incoming energy to travel exactly in reverse back to its original source and order it to be multiplied by 2, 10, or 100 times. Okay? So let's see what is the next information. I found another very interesting information about the technology used, and most of us, I was not aware of it until I found this information from a YouTube video, then I researched it on a different website. So Lidar instruments shot millions of laser pulses. I hope I am sharing this blog. Let me see. Millions of laser pulses per second, which bounce off a surface of an object to measure the distance and the direction to an object. You will think that this affects humans on the specified area. So these are my notes blog. Using the known speed of light, we can figure it out how far away an object is by measuring how long it took for the laser to leave our instrument, hit the object, and bounce back to the instrument. Now, this LIDAR system is covering the Earth surface, and actually there are websites where you can see the surface of the Earth without trees and without buildings. It's used for construction, but also probably for other reasons. Surveying and mapping professional use LIDAR and GPS every day to digitally capture geospatial data. At construction sites, surveyors use aerial and ground-based LIDAR and GPS before, during, and after construction. Let's see something else. This blog shows an interesting city, a town in Sicily. I hope I'm sharing it. Yes. A town in Sicily, Centuripe. It seems to be that somebody from above designed this town to look like a person with hands and feet. So this is a form of terraforming. So somebody designed this place from above. Possibly, I don't know exactly how old is this town, but it seems to me pretty interesting. Now I have a series of videos in the blog Buildings and People. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. On a Rumble. Terraforming and Archeoplanetography. All video. Okay. Let's see if I'm sharing this. Cannot move it. Something happened. Okay, probably I have too many things open. So I cannot open it. I don't know. Let's try another one with short. Okay, so I will take the video, the sound from the video, and I would like to show you form of terraformings of people that actually could be from the sky. So probably the entire Atlantic Ocean as a figure. This is on Australia. Scotland image. So this is a Scottish woman. I'm going to show you on YouTube while she is sketching them, and she is so I'm talking here about a lady that was taught this art, and she is showing us and teaching us the science and studies of the images in the landscape that it's called Archeoplanetography. The YouTube channel is Sandia Wisdom. Using different colors from different people, from sketching the faces of different people, following the river pathways on Google Earth. So this is the wall builder. This figure she found on North America. And they build these mounds in Montana that are megalithic structure. The Sage Wall in Montana appears to have the same megalithic construction techniques as the giant block walls in Egypt and Peru. In order to discover who built the Sage Wall, she turned to the historic image in the landscape to see if they might provide any hint. Or when at the beginning of the human race. So these are Mexican in Mexico. Dancers. And that's how they look now. So probably this custom, eagle dancer, is very old. And the eagle dancer we find in pictures, in paintings. And this is a large scale eagle dancer, 2 miles wide. And let's see now one example of the video that she does. Let's see, let's share. So she has here a lot of videos, sketches of human beings. So this is India. So a person gives a strange offering. We can check another one. Okay, so this was about let's see the next subject we are going to talk about. Forgotten knowledge, Nostradamus biography, and Ingo Swann teachings. Now, Ingo Swann was the psychic spy of in United States. He wrote 11 books while he was alive, and 3 more came up after his death. Of books that he already had the manuscript. And he talks about Nostradamus factor, or the ability to see in the future. It's an ability that everyone has, and I have a video here about who was Nostradamus, where he was born, his house. Let's see if I can open the video. The PC is very slow today. Okay, so this is Nostradamus, and I have a video about his profession. About he was an apothecary, so he studied plants and healed people with the help of the plants. He tried to go to university, but he was kicked off because he was an apothecary. And in France, you cannot be an apothecary and also a doctor. He went first to Avignon University for the baccalaureate, and then to another university where this Rondelet person kicked him off from the university because he practiced for 8 years as an apothecary, pharmacist in our age. Now, this Rondelet has two pictures that I found on internet, and one is very strange. He looks like this. So what was here? What was happening in 1566? That was the depiction. So Ingo Swann, the psychic spy of America, researched Nostradamus, and basically this is the Nostradamus in France, sculpture in France, and Ingo Swann invented the notion of Nostradamus factor, the ability to see in the future. Nostradamus wrote quatrains, which is a form of poetry where he predicted the future. After the event happened, people figured it out that, oh, that quatrain meant that that event. Dolores Cannon has 4 books about Nostradamus, where she, so this is the book of Ingo Swann, your Nostradamus factors, or your ability to see in the future. Dolores Cano has 4 books where she translates Nostradamus quatrains. Okay, and this was Ingo Swann. I have another video about Ingo Swann, and I hope I'm sharing this. Yes, his biography and his remote viewing ability techniques. He actually worked for United States military from 1970 to 1988, until Jim Mars actually made public the fact that they had a division that used psychics to spy on Russians. The Russian had a spy agency also, so they were just catching up. Okay, let's see the next, our next subject. Yes, I do have a proof that there are satellite flights over Toronto area. They are flying at night. So on December 13, they have parallel trajectories. So I screen recorded the flight of an airplane that actually flew above my house, and they are flying over highly populated area. And at the end of the day, it's what they are leaving in the sky, meaning they are chemtrailing us at night. So people are not really aware, but they also send impulses. Let's see the next subject. I have two more videos. I didn't made a presentation in a while. So two more videos. One is about Monaco. The architecture of Monaco. Of Phoenicians culture. Phoenician culture. Sea people. U3. So I have nice pictures about of Monaco from one of my trips in Europe. Oh, you see the symbols of Masonic symbols with this Czech. So this is Monaco. Beautiful, beautiful place. View from above. I will leave the links in the description. And I try to find the symbols on the architecture of the place to explain what I understand from the architecture of that place. It was a beautiful trip in Monaco. Let's see the next presentation is Chapultepec. Chapultepec Castle in Mexico City. So Emperor Maximilian and Empress Charlotte de Austria lived in Chapultepec Castle during the 19th century. Actually, they lived there for 3 years. This is the only castle in Mexico City. So I have this Chapultepec Castle. It's also a history museum. And I have pictures and video from this museum that show the history of Mexico City and Mexican people. For 3 years, the Austrian emperor lived there. He was actually killed and decapitated, both him and his wife, by people that did not want to have an Habsburgic emperor, Habsburgs or Austrian emperor in their country. And now the castle is used as a museum, and this museum is uh, paying respect to people that lived in this place. But it's also a way of telling people the history of Mexico City. In Mexico City, they have a map, a very large map with places that existed 500 years ago, with details of each building and the name of the people that lived in each building. Mexico City is, so this is the map. Let me see if I can. And these are the buildings of Mexico City in 1500. This, a lot of these places are still standing today. The churches, the streets are still there. These are the name of people that lived in each building. Now, in Mexico City, this is the backyard of the Chapultepec Castle. Very interesting trip. These are presents from Russian Tsars to Mexicans, presidents. This is a collection of paintings and clocks. From Austria, they brought the carriage to be used by Prince Maximilian. And it's in gold. The exterior has gold leaves. (1865). This Chapultepec Castle has a lot of nicely decorated rooms. So this is the floor is the Masonic symbol. So the Masons This is another garden. There are few gardens in this Chapultepec castle. Okay, so this is the top. In the top of the castle, there is a garden, very well maintained. And the castle was used for different way. Chapultepec it's some kind of insect, and that insect is represented in front of this. This what Chapultepec means. This one, grasshopper. In Mexicans called grasshopper Chapultepec. Okay. I have another blog about from the book coming from the Space Guardians UFO Rescue Squad, millions to be saved by Commander X. Now, he talks, so this was one of the latest books that I read, and he talks about Anunnaki that came from planet Nibiru. This planet is recognized by the mainstream science as a planet in our solar system. Zecharia Sitchin called it the 12th planet in our solar system, beyond Pluto. Nibiru passes through our solar system one every 3,600 years, according to Zecharia Sitchin. This is his interpretation based on the Sumerian tablet. Strangely, 5,000 years ago, Mayan calendar ended December 22, 2012. It is possible that the ancient Maya had advanced knowledge that Nibiru will swing close to the inner solar system sometimes around 2012. Nothing happened. We're in 2024 today. Nibiru is inhabited by Anunnaki, Nephilim, giants of the Bible, those who from the heaven to earth came. They landed on earth, colonizing, mining earth for gold and other minerals, establishing a spaceport in what is today Iraq area. They returned when the earth was more populated and genetically interfered with indigenous DNA. They created the man Homo sapiens through genetic manipulation. Now, interesting, they gave the ancient Sumerian their architectural, agricultural, and astronomical training in exchange for labor and gifts to the gods in form of mining, food, material goods. The Nibirians themselves no longer had to work on Earth. The Nibirians distinguished themselves in fish human, lion human, bird, human, and other creature. To get the people to worship gods, them as gods, something that Moses violently opposed. So fish people, lion people, and bird people. So the last picture is from Metropolitan Museum. I hope I'm sharing this. Metropolitan Museum, New York. Sekemet, it's from Egypt. So these are lion humans and fish people. The first picture I took in Vienna. I took in Vienna at Schönbrunn Palace in Vienna. There is a fountain with people that have fish limbs. The last picture I took from Metropolitan Museum, New York. So this is a bas-relief that Rockefeller brought from present Iraq. I don't know if it was Iraq at the time called that place between Tiger and Euphrates when he brought this sculpture bas-reliefs to Metropolitan Museum. And Sekemet, this sculpture you can see in original at the Metropolitan Museum, New York, and also in Egypt. Later, Pleiadians who were involved in Egypt, the Third Golden Age, attempted to end the worship of Nibiruan and Syrian gods in these lands. And change it with one God concept. Wars always resulted from difference in beliefs, systems, and Syrians and Iberians thrived on all humans fighting each other. I have another blog. Let's see if I can share it. The 7 principles of truth. So I jumped from one subject to another, but that's how they came. That's how I published them. So the Hermeticism law, all its mind, the universe, its mind, the principle of correspondence, what is above, so it's below, what it's inside, it's like what it's outside. Vibration, nothing rests, everything moves, everything is vibration. Correspondence, the principle embodies the truth that there is always a correspondence between the law and phenomena of various planes of being and life. The principle of rhythm, everything flows, the principle of cause and effect, every cause has an effect, every effect has its cause. The principle of gender, gender is everything has its masculine and feminine principles. Gender manifests on all planes. I'm going to show you next. Let's share latest links. I'm I'm working on a few courses. I have a U Mathematics course, Forest and Medicinal 3, Global Journey, Explore the World, Iconic Destination, and I'm working on Present History, Ingo Swann teachings. I read, I think, most of his books, Forgotten Knowledge, Buildings and People, Ancient History, and Energy Project. I hope I'm sharing. Yes. These are my books. So I wrote, how many? 13 books. The Forgotten Knowledge is the last one. Mathematics for Theory, Test, and Solution. Energy Project, The Fascinating Teaching of Valiantor. I read quite a lot of his books. Knowledge from Beyond, Travel Egypt, Travel Notes, Forest and Trees, Trees and Medicinal Plants, Tree That Heal, Environment and Medicinal Trees, Trees with a Purpose, Forest, Reforestation and Medicinal Trees. I have a series of 6 books about medicinal trees and wisdom secrets. The books can be found at my website, ucbooksale.com. Now, I have the link from last time when I present my latest work. So this is my last review of my work. Energy Project, Fluoridation, Alphabets, Resonance in Water. Okay, then I have 2 external links. Kerry Cassidy, that I'm following her work. She is an amazing researcher, and I highly recommend her website and her work. Extremely professional, extremely informative, and I believe we need more people like her in the world. And the last oh, okay, so this is Kerry Cassidy website, Project Camelot. A lot of people know her. She has millions of followers, but she's really, really, really good. And I like to present Ingo Swann. So he died a few years ago, but some university maintained his website, and he shows some, we can see his some of remote viewing projects, his books. He was also a painter. He wrote quite a few books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, around 15 books. He has books in different languages, and I believe it's good to know what this guy had to say, because he was an early reader. So at 5 years old, he was reading the encyclopedia. He had psychic ability since he was very young. And because he read a lot, he had a lot to say. And you can learn from his lifelong learning. He taught this information in his books. Okay, so these were the two external links that I wanted to present. Okay, so this is the Ingo Swann website. The Ingo Swann material, so boxes of information, were taken by some university, and there are 3 or 4 PhD students that work and study his material. So he was pretty important person. And it's important that his legacy and his teachings to be told to humanity. We all have something to learn from Ingo Swann. So this was the presentation for today. And thank you for your time, and see you next time. Let's see how can I stop. So thank you for your time. I'm Liliana Usvat, and we'll see you next time. Bye.